What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, undefeated former WBO junior middleweight world champion, Mexican superstar, now middleweight title contender, Jaime Munguia. 41 wins, no loss, no draw, 33 wins by way of knockout, 26 years of age, 6 feet tall, with a 71-inch arm reach. Jaime Munguia is going to take on Sergiy Derevyanchenko. 14 wins, 4 losses, no draws, 10 wins by way of knockout. He is 37 years of age, 5'9", with a 68-inch arm reach. With that said, Jaime Munguia is in tough tonight. Okay, he's in extremely tough tonight against Sergiy Derevyanchenko, who continues to get the short end of the stick. And tonight against Jaime Munguia, there will be no difference. He will get the short end of the stick. This fight is going to go the distance. It's going to be a grueling, hard-fought fight for both guys. But Sergiy Derevyanchenko is going to hurt Jaime Munguia multiple times in this fight. He himself is going to get hurt multiple times in the fight, but he's going to be getting the best of Jaime Munguia for the majority of the fight. But Sergiy Derevyanchenko, he does not represent the future. Jaime Munguia, he represents the future. And so because he represents the future, Jaime Munguia is going to get the nod at the end of this fight. Unfortunately for Sergiy Derevyanchenko, as he got the short end of the stick against Gennady Golovkin, Jaime Munguia is going to come out on the winning end, and then Sergiy Derevyanchenko, as he did against Gennady Triple G Golovkin, he's going to come up on the short end of the stick. This is going to be an entertaining fight, to say the very least. But again, Jaime Munguia is the money man in this situation. Sergiy Derevyanchenko has been in some very big fights, some very close fights, and unfortunately, he gets the short end of the stick. Now, he's taken a lot of punishment throughout his career, and no doubt he's going to take some punishment tonight against Jaime Munguia. But this is the test that Jaime Munguia is going to need, that's going to transcend his career, because up until this point, he has faced some okay competition, but not the best. His resume has been completely padded. Okay, the stats, like you say in other sports, we completely padded the stats at the end of the game. That's what's happening here with Jaime Munguia, right? And tonight he's going to be tested, because this is the last gas opportunity for Sergiy Derevyanchenko to make a case for himself to become a world champion. He's got an opportunity at a world title, but again, he's come up short. He had a very close fight, entertaining fight with Danny the Miracle Man Jacobs. I thought Danny Jacobs edged it out, but the knockdown, he knocked Danny Jacobs down in the fight, but he was knocked down in the fight. But you know, I thought Danny Jacobs, he edged it out. And in his fight against Gennady Golovkin, I thought he definitely should have gotten a nod in that fight against Gennady Triple G Golovkin. But again, a third fight between Golovkin and Canelo Alvarez was on the horizon, and there was no way the zone and the powers that be was going to allow them to Sergiy Derevyanchenko to upset that apple card. He had in the first half of his fight with Jamal Charlo, right? That was Jamal Charlo's toughest test, in my opinion. In the first half, he gave Jamal Charlo problems, but then Jamal Charlo, his athletic ability, his ring IQ, his size, he started to separate himself more so than Triple G did, and more so than Danny Jacobs even did. And that's going to be, you know, the way Jamal Charlo separated himself is going to be even more so than that of Jaime Munguia tonight. Jaime Munguia is not really going to separate himself. This is going to be a close fight, unless Sergiy Derevyanchenko. Now, there is, you know, a flip side to this, because if Sergiy Derevyanchenko just simply doesn't have much left in the tank from his fights with, you know, Jamal Charlo, Gennady Golovkin, Danny Jacobs, he's been in some grueling fights. Gennady Golovkin, those was grueling, hard-fought fights. And if he's just don't have the punch resistance, then he can possibly get knocked out, because Jaime Munguia is not going to take a step back. But if he's anything close to what he was prior to, you know, the Gennady Golovkin fight, Jamal Charlo fight, if he's anything close and resembles anything of what he was then, this is going to be a very entertaining fight. And I see plenty holes in Jaime Munguia's game. Plenty holes that can be exploited. It's a matter of the right person, the right style matchup. It's definitely the athletic style. A pure boxer would give Jaime Munguia tons and tons of problems, hence the reason why he just doesn't entertain those types of fights. And that's why he's fighting guys that are going to be right there in front of him, so that way he don't have to look for them. And that's what ultimately, that's what you know, this represents for Sergiy Derevyanchenko represents for Jaime Munguia. He's going to be in front of Jaime Munguia. Jaime Munguia is not going to have to look for Sergiy Derevyanchenko. The problem with Sergiy Derevyanchenko for Jaime Munguia is that he's extremely crafty. Okay, he's extremely crafty. He knows how to use what he has. He has a you know, very good amateur background, and he knows how to work his way on the inside. He knows how to be crafty. He knows how to slip punches. He knows how to throw punches from odd angles. He knows how he's very accurate with his punches. He don't waste a lot of punches. He has, you know, power. So, you know, when you look at it from that standpoint, you know, that's gonna provide a lot of trouble for Jaime Munguia. Again, this is going to be the toughest fight in Jaime Munguia's career. But I think that this is for sure the right fight for Jaime Munguia at this stage of his career. I definitely feel like this is the fight he needs, you know, to make sure when he does step up in level of competition. He's talking about, in Oscar De La Hoya, Golden Boy Promotions, they're saying that the fight that they want is Jamal Charlo. They want to pursue Jamal Charlo after this fight. This is definitely the fight, you know, that they're going to need, you know, this type of level of a fight for Jaime Munguia. He can't keep flying under the radar, okay? He can't keep having the same type of fights night in and night out. You know, that's just simply not going to cut it at all whatsoever, right? So this is the fight that he's definitely going to need, you know, moving forward when he fighting better opposition. You know, maybe he fights Janibek, maybe he fights Jamal Charlo, you know, maybe he does, you know, eventually get a fight with Triple G. Now, Triple G is a shell of himself. He's an absolute shell of himself. He is nowhere near the guy we once knew. After that performance he had, now he stated that he was going to continue fighting, but after that performance he had against Canelo Alvarez in his last fight, I thought that Gennady Golovkin should hang it up. His reflexes are going. He can't pull the trigger on his punches. He can see the punches. You know, he can't get out of the way of punches. You know, he looks like a very, you know, a very old, battered fighter at this stage, right? In his mind, he may feel like he still has something left. Gennady Golovkin doesn't have anything left, okay? And if Jaime Munguia fights Gennady Golovkin, I think he'll possibly stop Gennady Golovkin. I thought Canelo Alvarez should have stopped Gennady Golovkin, but he didn't. I think that for sure Jaime Munguia would stop him. But, you know, this is the test that he needs, because Golovkin still has power. The last thing to go in the sport of boxing is for sure your power, and he definitely has power. So we're going to see how that unfolds and plays out moving forward. But when you look at guys like Janibek, you look at Jamal Charlo, there's still some very heavy hitters in his division. And if he's talking about possibly moving up, 168, there's definitely some big hitters there. So, you know, the walls is closing in, and now Jaime Munguia is going to have to do something. You know, he can't keep fighting fighters, you know, that don't have a heartbeat, right, that he's supposed to win. Not at this stage in his career. He's too far now. You know, he was a world champion. And this fight is going to be a fight that's going to test him. There's going to be many people that feel like, as long as, again, like I said, there's two sides to this coin. Because if Sergiy Derevyanchenko doesn't have the punch resistance he once had, then he's going to get knocked out, and it could possibly be an easy fight, because he's definitely going to get hit and hurt. But if he does have his punch resistance and he's still somewhat sharp, Jaime Munguia is predictable. And I think that he'll, you know, clip Jaime Munguia, hurt Jaime Munguia, and make this a hard-fought fight that he should win a split decision. But nonetheless, Jaime Munguia is going to get the nod because, again, he represents the money. He represents the future. He's the young, undefeated fighter. Sergiy Derevyanchenko doesn't represent that. So we got to see how this unfolds. But I'm picking Sergiy Derevyanchenko to unofficially win a split decision. But if his punch resistance is not there, Jaime Munguia is going to knock out Sergiy Derevyanchenko by the 6th round. So let's see how it unfolds and plays out. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon. Follow me on Instagram, Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. I'm out. Peace.